A very good morning, dear students. Welcome to e-learning classes of Sacred Hearts of the subject economics. Dear students, in the previous lecture of economics, we have discussed about the different causes of poverty in the context of India, and the causes of poverty were bifurcated into two parts. In the first part, it was based on the underdevelopment of Indian economy, and in the second part, it was based on the unequal distribution of income. Initially, we will have a recap of the underdevelopment of the Indian economy. There were different causes such as low level of national product, due to which the per capita income was very low. The second cause was low rate of growth of the income. The growth in the income was only 5%, and in the context of that, the growth of population was 2%, which was compensating the growth rate into only 3%. Thereafter, we have discussed the third point, that was the heavy pressure of population. The population explosion is one of the important cause of the poverty. The fourth point was inflationary spiral, a persistent increase in the general price level. Fifth, chronic unemployment and underemployment. And the last one was the capital deficiency. And if we talk about the poverty in the reference to the unequal distribution of income, so a lot of efforts have been made by the government, such as the progressive taxation system or providing subsidies to the poor, so that the difference between the rich and poor can be discarded. But despite of all these efforts, the thing seems to be very getting compound. The poverty is getting compound to the poor people. So this all we have discussed in the previous lecture. Today we are going to discuss about the policies and programs to combat poverty in India, or we can say we are going to discuss about the poverty alleviation programs. In short, these are known as PAPs. So we are going to study poverty alleviation program in three stages. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the first two approaches. Out of three approaches, we are going to discuss the first two approaches today. So let's get started. Dear students, if we talk about the poverty alleviation programs, then these programs started since the third 5-year plan. That means these programs were started since the 1961 to 66. If we talk about the poverty alleviation programs, then there were three approaches for that. The very first approach, financial assistance to families and individuals, means providing the financial support to the particular person and their families. In this, the very first is the Prime Minister's Rozgar Yojana, PMRY. If we talk about this scheme, then it was aimed at creating the self-employment in the urban area. That means the self-employment have been provoked. It was started in 1993 and it was implemented by Khadi and Village Industries Commission, that is KVIC, Khadi Village Industries Commission. The scheme is for providing employment to educated unemployment, to the educated unemployed. And the third and last, the next point, the scheme provides a loan of up to rupees 1 lakh for opening new enterprises and rupees 2 lakh for the other activities. The second one is the Swan Jayanti Shehri Rozgar Yojana, SJSRY. Just see in this was launched on 1st December 1997. In this, two programs were merged, Nehru Rozgar Yojana and Prime Minister's Integrated Urban Poverty Eradication Program were merged in this Yojana. The objective of this Yojana is to provide self-employment or wage employment to urban unemployed or underemployed persons. Specifically, it is also concentrated for the urban area, in which the self-employment or the wage employment is to be encouraged. The third one is the Rural Employment Generation Program, REGP. This program was also initiated by the Khadi and Village Industries Commission, KVIC, on the 1st March 1995, and the aim of it is self-employment generation, self-employment opportunities in small towns and villages. And see further, the scheme provide loan up to 25 lakh to the rural artists and entrepreneurs. To how many people? To 25 lakh rural people. Now see the fourth point, that is the Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, that is PMEGP, and this scheme was started in 2008. कब start हुई है? 2008, and is being implemented again by the Khadi and Village Industries Commission. Now see the second point. The commission or the scheme aims to provide an assistance of rupees 25 lakh for setting up of manufacturing enterprises and rupees 10 lakh in the service sector. It used to provide the financial assistance 25 lakh in the concern of manufacturing and 10 lakh in the concern of the service sector. Now we are going to approach the second, we are going to study the second approach, that is form self-help groups. In this, the very first is the Swan Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana, SGSY. It was launched to remove the poverty from the rural areas in April 1999. Under this program, a large number of small enterprises were established in the rural area. A different types of small enterprises were established in the rural area so that the rural area can be developed. The next point, the small enterprises were organized as individual as well as collective basis for the self-help group. And the second one is the National Rural Livelihood Mission, that is NRLM. This scheme is also known as Ajivika, that means it is its second name, and this scheme was launched in the three phases. The very first phase during 2012 and 13, under which only this scheme was implemented only in the 150 districts, and the second phase was in 2014-15, in which 150 more additional districts in which this was implemented, and by the end of the 2016 and 17 there comes the third phase in which it was extended to the whole country. Now the third one in the second approach is the National Urban Livelihood Mission, and this program was implemented in 2013. Financial assistance is given to the urban poor in the form of interest subsidy on bank. That means interest subsidy was given. In this, interest subsidy over and above 7% rate of interest will be available. For example, if the market rate of interest is 12%, or sorry, we can take the example, if the market rate of interest is 10%, then above 7%, how much it is there? It is only 3%. So this 3% will be given as a subsidy by the government. So it is basically to promote the people so that they can take the loan, and the interest payment is to be made by the government or to be exempted. And the last one is a Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, that is MGNREGA, जिसको in the very common term we used to say Manrega. This act is based on the principle of right to work, and it is launched in the 2005. If we further talk about this policy of the government, under this act, all those who are willing to undertake the unskilled manual work, it is to be noted that unskilled manual work at the minimum wage are offered the employment of minimum of 100 days work. That means the people who are willing to do the unskilled work will be provided with the 100 days of employment over there. Those seeking employment are to report in those areas. All those who are interested, they have to report in those areas where the employment programs are being launched. And if we talk about this program, then it is becoming very popular in the rural area. So this is all about today, dear students. Today we have discussed about the poverty alleviation programs with the second two approaches. The very first approach was to provide financial assistance to families and individuals, and the second approach was to form self-help groups, and the third approach we are going to discuss in the next lecture. This is all about today. God bless you all. Lots of love.